So I just want to show a really quick video about how easy it is to do a bolus on the snap pump. And one thing that I think is a really nice feature about the bolus calculator, and one thing that I'd like to see changed maybe in future generations. So I've got a yogurt here and a coffee drink that I'm going to have as a snack. So for the coffee drink, we've got, it's not wanting to focus in on it for some reason, but the can's 5 grams of carbohydrate. And the yogurt is 17 grams of carbohydrate. So on the snap pump, this button on the side right here, and it's got a little knobby on it so you can even feel it without looking at the pump. This button can either be programmed to do nothing special, or it can be programmed as an audio bolus, or it can be programmed as a shortcut to the bolus calculator. And I have it programmed as a shortcut to the bolus calculator. So I'm just going to press it. It's going to ask me for my blood sugar, which I just checked, and I am 110. So we will go ahead and put that in. It's hard to hold the phone and do this. So next, it's going to ask for the carbohydrates of the first food that we're eating. So we can do 5 grams. And obviously, if you want to add it up in your head, you still can. But if you don't want to, or if it's a really big meal and it gets confusing, you don't have to. So for our next food, it's 17 grams. And on the side right here, it shows our totals 22. So we're going to do next, and I don't have any more food that I'm eating right now. So we are done, so I just hit next again. Tells me my calculated total is 1.65 units. I can hit details, and it says my blood sugar is 110. It shows my insulin sensitivity and no correction. Next screen, it's going to show the carbohydrate insulin. 22 grams, a ratio of 13. And the next screen, it shows the total and how it came down to the total. So you'll realize it can't do that 1.69, so it did round down to the nearest 500ths of a unit. And I just timed out. So I have my pump to time out quickly, which some people might not want it to time out quickly. It's not really an issue when I'm not trying to film and narrate. But I might still change it. It's only my second day using this, so who knows what I want. So this is the part that I don't like. It shows my calculated bolus total, 1.65 units that we came to. If I scroll up to 1.7 or even up to 2 units, it still says calculated bolus total. And if I scroll back down, if I forgot what my total was, it might be easy to forget and accidentally give myself the wrong dose. The Medtronic pumps, when you scroll past the calculated or the suggested dose, it loses that word suggested in the title. And at that point, you can see that that's not the one that is suggested anymore. And it would, if you scroll back to that value, it will again say suggested value. And on this pump, maybe calculated value, it should say. So that's just something that they can maybe think about changing in future generations of the pump. So here is where you can do what Medtronic would call a square wave bolus, or an extended bolus, some companies call it, or the combination bolus, or a dual wave bolus as Medtronic calls it. I'm just going to eat this now, so I'll just do it as a now bolus. And we'll start the pump. So the stop button's right there if I want to stop it. It's a nice steady delivery. It does make a little bit of a noise when it's pumping. You can kind of hear it. I don't find it to be too bothersome. So this pump does not have a vibrate option. I do have my beep set to the lowest volume. And you'll hear when this bolus finishes, it's not very loud. at that volume. And now it tells me I've got 1.65 units on board.